She would rather be friends with benefits with me than date me. We've been casually dating for around 6 weeks, everything has been going really well. About a week ago, on a date night, I checked in with her to see how she felt about our dating situation. I wanted to ensure we were both on the same page and that she felt comfortable. She agreed that the pace was good, and there were no pressures. During Christmas, her texting became less frequent, but I attributed it to her family visiting from abroad. We had plans to meet on the second after my holiday. However, I became free the day before and asked if she was available, to which she agreed enthusiastically. Unfortunately, her family surprised her with dinner, so we couldn't meet as planned. I told her we'd stick to our original plan to meet when I returned. While on vacation, she messaged me, expressing that she's been overthinking and needs some personal time. When I asked if I had said or done something wrong, she said no. She mentioned feeling uncomfortable in her own skin and not understanding what has changed. Interestingly, she recently started taking a contraceptive pill, and I'm wondering if it might be affecting her thoughts, considering its impact on hormones. I gave her space as she requested, but when I messaged her to wish her a happy new year and confirm our planned meeting, she said it's best we cut things off because she doesn't see a future in it. This was surprising because on our last date, we agreed not to think about the future and just go with the flow. She mentioned needing her own space and time. She felt terrible about it, couldn't explain the change, and even called me in tears, apologizing. She still expressed that she wasn't ready to settle down, even though I've never asked her to. We chatted for a while, had a laugh, and I said goodbye, hanging up. She texted again, apologizing, and I told her it was no problem. As a joke, I suggested a friends with benefits arrangement, saying if she didn't want to go on dates, we could keep it simple. She initially hesitated, mentioning the potential for complications and someone getting hurt, but eventually agreed. She brought up the need for rules like not texting all the time and added that it would be easier if I were better in bed. Then, she admitted she was feeling horny around 11:45 p.m. I jokingly offered to be there in 25 minutes, but she said it was too late, mentioning she was in her pajamas without makeup. I reassured her that it didn't bother me, and she surprisingly said she still wanted me to find her attractive. I visited her, and as soon as I arrived, she started sharing her body image concerns. We went to bed, and she asked for cuddles and kisses throughout the night. Around 2 a.m., she suggested I stay over, and I agreed. We slept together, and the next morning, she made breakfast for me, even though we're in an FWB situation. Since then we haven't texted constantly like we usually do, but she's asked me to come over again today. I'm honestly confused by it and wondering if I should just go with the FWB and see what happens, as I'm not really ready for a relationship either just now, albeit I do like her as a person and do see her as a potential partner. I know what everyone will say about FWB, as it's normally a recipe for disaster. But I'm wondering if she started to catch feelings for me and it freaked her out and she's pulled this on me. She had previously said she was very guarded and working hard to get it down. Or maybe I've been too cold with my feelings? We have good dates, but I've never spoken about my feelings or anything. Maybe she thinks I'm not that interested?